The hysterically mute woman. She screams, she wails, she wails, she screams. Oh, you hysterically mute woman, why must you cry? Is it because you are unsure of what to do with yourself? You stubbed your toe. Your toe has had a blunt trauma. You are trapped in a stamp. Is it a stamp that you are trapped in? Is it time that you are trapped in? You have no idea how to get the ink out of your skin. Your skin has soaked up years of ink. Are you allergic to the ink? Does the ink give you a rash? Please share with us, hysterically mute woman, share with us your secrets. Why must you be oh so fucking hysterical? Is it because you are hysterical and he doesn't know why? Maybe you should be more hysterical and less mute so he knows how loud you can scream and wail. Wail and scream and cry and repeat. Wail, scream, wail, repeat. Wail and scream your way into his view and make him listen. Make him listen with your constant bloody screaming, crying and wailing. Scream, cry, wail, repeat. Her heart is tainted with black ink. The thick black ink has tainted her heart. Her hysterical heart is see-through like the pages of an aged book. You can see the folds and the tears. Tears and folds from all the black ink tears. From a lifetime of love, from a lifetime of pain. Her heart is in her throat. She is desperate to wail, to scream, to cry. Wail, scream, cry, repeat, to be heard, but she will forever be mute. Her words bound shut with ink, old ink so thick that words can't make their way out for him to see. Trapped in her black ink, the hysterically mute woman is trapped in her shroud of thick black ink. Like tar, tar on her heart, tar on her words, tar on her hysterically mute face. It pumps through her veins. The black ink like tar pushes its way through her pink veins. Her flesh is black. After years of absorbing the ink into her flesh and blood. He is my flesh and blood. I am his flesh and blood. Blood and flesh, flesh and blood. Black inky blood, black inky flesh. He is Butch. Butcher Baker Candlestick fucking maker. The Butcher Baker Candlestick fucking maker has made her black heart scream, cry and wail. Wail, scream and cry. Wailing, screaming, crying. She is so hysterical. Hysterically mute. Is it you that makes her so hysterical? Or is it that she can't get this black ink out of her skin? Oh, hysterically mute woman, please share some more on why you are so mute, but your face is oh so hysterical. Screaming,
my love has no beginning, my love has no end.
Crying, repeat.
No front or back,
wailing.
My love won't bend, I'm in the middle.
Screaming,
lost
wailing, crying,
in spin.
Screaming, wailing,
loving you.
Screaming,
loving
wailing,
you.
Crying, repeat. Screaming, wailing, crying, repeat.
And you don't know, you don't know, you
Screaming,
don't know, you don't know.
wailing, crying, repeat.
How glad I
Screaming,
am.
wailing, crying, repeat. Screaming,
My love has no
wailing,
bottom, my love has no
crying, repeat. Screaming,
My love won't rise, my love won't drop, I'm in the middle.
screaming, wailing,
Can't stop
screaming, wailing,
loving you.
screaming, wailing,
Loving
crying,
you.
repeat. Screaming, wailing, crying, repeat.
And you don't know, you don't know, you
Screaming,
don't know, you don't
wailing,
know.
crying, repeat. Screaming,
How glad I
wailing,
am.
crying, repeat.
I
Screaming, wailing,
I wish I were
crying,
alone.
repeat.
So
Screaming,
I could
wailing,
express
crying, repeat.
what
Screaming, wailing,
what I'd
crying,
like to say.
Screaming,
Yeah, I wish
screaming,
I were
wailing,
so
crying,
I could paint
screaming, wailing,
of how I feel,
screaming,
today.
wailing, crying,
Yeah,
screaming, wailing,
my love has no
crying,
walls on either side.
screaming,
That makes
wailing,
my love wider than wide. I'm in the
screaming,
middle.
wailing, crying,
Can't hide.
screaming, wailing, crying,
Love you.
screaming, wailing,
I love you.
screaming, wailing, crying, repeat. Screaming,
And you don't know, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know.
screaming,
How glad I
wailing,
am.
crying, repeat. Screaming,
How glad I
wailing,
am.
crying, repeat. Screaming, wailing, crying.
No, you don't, no, you don't, no, you don't, no, you don't
Screaming,
know
wailing, crying.
how glad I am.
Screaming, wailing, crying.
How glad I am.
Screaming, wailing, crying.
How glad I am.
Screaming,
How
wailing,
glad
crying.
I am.
Repeat. Screaming, wailing, crying. Repeat. Screaming, wailing, crying. Repeat. Screaming, wailing, crying. Repeat.